Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, epidemiologist, biostatistician, faculty member, and in this segment I'm going to be going over how to conduct a spatial joint illustration. So for starters, I wanted to make the point that there's a big difference between a spatial joint and a normal joint. This is an example of a spatial joint, a real-life example where I've actually mapped out point level data and related that to a census tract area. So this is done by a geography basically, and this is using the paid version of ArcMap, and that's not an expectation because that's cost prohibitive. So just to take a look here, when you're here's the gunshot frequency, incidence frequency, and if you take a look at some of these joints, that's where the spatial joint is located, and then take a look at join. Then you can see that, and this is St. Louis map, by the way, join data from another layer based on spatial location. So you can kind of combine point level data to census tract level data according to the geographic location. So if there was a census tract like right here with multiple gunpoint incidents, then those could be mapped into the census tract. So all of the geospatial characteristics like poverty, ethnic minority, some of the areas that are important are actually provided within the census tract level data, but not included within the point level data and the county level data. So that's the premise behind looking at relating spatial joints between point level and county level or census tract level data. But again, this is just kind of for the sake of completeness. This is not something that is expected to complete. So this is something that I do expect you to kind of be able to go through. So here are two variables that I wanted you to relate. So basically, person with adults with poor health, along with deaths due to homicide. So the reason I relate these is because I want to show you that when there's neighborhood when there's neighborhood poor health, that's a reflection of impoverished neighborhoods, and all of that shows some of the poverty shows through different measures. So poor health is one measure, occurrence of homicide is another measure, and as I showed you through the gun violence map, this is actually an occurrence. So very interesting map. Let me go ahead and show you. Basically, this is the county health rankings I've provided, and then let's do the demonstration of taking a look at the two variables here. The two variables already there, and there's some options that you can select. I selected the relationship, and you can actually change that according to the colors you want. You might want to change that to something else, so you can kind of click here and take a look. So there's a lot of things that you can kind of tweak, but I'm not really going to go over that. What I want to show you is that these two variables are actually mapped in a way that you can relate without having to truly conduct a spatial joint. So for instance, you can see in these purple and these darker areas how some of these are mapped. So in the darker areas, you see a stronger relationship. Then the question that you want to ask is that why are these areas some of the only areas that actually have a relationship between one variable and another variable? Like, what is it that makes the location more susceptible to the relationship between violence and poor health? And that's basically the questions you want to ask once you see this. But again, the most important thing is the ability to conduct a spatial joint or conduct an equivalent map that is similar to a spatial joint without conducting a spatial joint. So I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.